Joy, 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 joy is yours today. I'm here to tell you that you can have all the joy that you need to receive healing. You can receive your healing through that joy. And I am the Spirit of ecstasy here to give you that joy, to give you more and more joy. You can listen to a lot of videos, but unless you listen to my videos, you won't get to the real joy near as fast. You'll get to the real joy here. You'll get to the real healing power here. You'll be able to heal others. You'll be able to heal people across the world. You'll be able to do distance healing, which is actually an oxymoron because there is no such thing as distance anyway. That's one of the first things you learn. There's no such thing as distance. You can heal anywhere in the world with this joy, but you have to get enough joy. You have to understand what joy is. You have to understand where joy comes from. And I am going to step by step explain to you how to get that joy and where that joy comes from. Because all of us want to be healers. We've got a lot of problems in this world today. That's the reason why I'm coming back on here to put more videos on it, because of all the problems. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict and all the problems that we've had with the various viruses and all. And problems with the government and so many problems that we have to learn where the real joy comes from, and we have to know how to heal, because people will be developing sicknesses just from the stress of all this stuff that's going on. And so let me begin to explain all this. Keep in touch with me. Stay on my videos. Go over my older videos too, and that'll speed things up. If you don't want to wait for the new videos to come on, I'll probably go repeat it all again, and whether or not it'll be said better than it was before or not, hopefully it will be said even better this time as I go back through all of these principles and as I add new things that I've learned since the last video I put on. But the main thing to remember is every day you must practice joy, and you must not. For instance, here you need to get you one of these journals like this. These kind of journals, and they're nice because you can file them just like this, side by side, in a vast library of them. And I've got over 100 of them, and here is all of my joys listed. Look at all of these joys that I have listed in here. Joys and joys. All those pages are packed full throughout that whole thing of different joys and different ways of healing. And I've got over 100 of them. And there is a delay in this thing, which is confusing me a little bit. But anyway, you can see that those journals that I have here are what is helping me to every day I go into these journals and I write more healing methods and more joy methods. And you can do that because all you have to do is get silent and have your blank journal laying there open before you, and just close your eyes and ask the unlimited mind of this universe, God of this universe. It even helps to ask in Jesus' name. People must say, well, do you really have to ask in Jesus' name, or do you really have to understand who Jesus was, or you really have to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ? And I will just put it this way: it does help. It helps a lot. It'll speed your healing up if you do. Just close your eyes and say, Jesus, if I need to go through you to get this healing, I'll go through you. And I'm going to ask in Jesus' name to give me this healing. And that helps. That does help. If you don't believe in it, well, then just practice the joy as best you can. And if you get enough joy, you can still be healed part of the way anyway. And so let's just go through this. I didn't mean to get into a religious discussion, but what my object is to heal people, because we need to have the healing. And so I am here to tell you how to heal so that you can be a healer, not just so I can be a healer. Now, I am the main healer. I am the main healer. Nobody knows more than I do about healing. I can tell you that, and I can guarantee that. So you need to realize that, and each video that comes out will give you a little bit more about how to do that healing. And I appreciate all of the healers that are on YouTube. I appreciate every one of them. But they don't get to the heart of the message the way I do. And I have a technique because I have studied this for years. And I have this technique of doing this journaling that I'm talking about and keeping up with it and then going back over your journals and receiving. And you have to ask. That's the main thing. You have to stop and ask. Whatever you believe in, whatever God you believe in, whatever you believe about the universe, you have to know that there are angels and that there are supreme beings that hear what you're saying, and you have to stop and ask them directly to give you these messages and to tell you what to write in this journal about healing and how to receive your healing. You have to do that and then keep up with it and go over it every day. Have a particular time every day that you come to these journals and you write this stuff down that you are receiving. And you have to spend time with everything off in a room that is sterile and quiet, with nothing going on, and listening, closing your eyes and listening, and then opening your eyes and writing down what you get. And that'll help you tremendously. And then listen to my videos. Listen to my videos. And over every day, and let that sink in. See, that's one thing I've been doing since the last video that I made. Is I've got over 400 videos on here about this healing and everything, and I listen to those over and over. I've been listening to those several hours every day ever since the last time I put a video on. I listened to all of those and listen to them and master it, because those are things that God gave me and I wrote down and I mastered them, but I have to keep going over them to remember what He gave me. And each time I go over them, it becomes stronger, and I get more and more health and more healing and more joy out of it. And so you must spend time doing that. Okay, so I'm going to sign out here today on this video, and then I'm going to have another one probably before the day's over, but if not, at least by tomorrow, because I am beginning to appreciate this, appreciate YouTube and the ability to make videos more than ever, because of the fact that somebody has to put this message out here because of all the conflicts that are going on in the world. Now, hopefully in future videos, I'll be able to get into what the solution is to the Palestinian Israeli conflict, and what the solution is to getting good people in government to solve our government problems and all that. But all that is very detailed. But the main thing, we don't even need to be looking into those things until we get that joy deep in our soul, until we get that ability to heal, because otherwise you won't have time to deal with them if you don't gain the joy that produces the energy to deal with them. This joy will give you the energy to be able to find the solution to these other problems. That's why this has to be put out, because you have to get that joy. You have to get that joy in order to have the love for the people of the world, and in order to get the energy to do the things that need to be done for the world. And so that's the importance of my videos, and I hope I have expressed how important my videos are to you. And now let me sign off for this video, and I'll back up and put another video on with some other material, and I'm going to keep practicing this until I get it all where you can understand it. You know, I'm going to have to practice the best way. That's one thing you need to learn the best way if you're wanting to put out videos, is just to get on there and start doing it, because you only learn through practice. Okay, let me sign out today. I love everybody, and peace to everybody, and energy and joy to everybody. Just say over and over again, joy, 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 joy. Love, 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 until it sinks down. Goodbye for today.